Swindon, hello the Tuppenny. I'm going to go back in my mind a little bit to midsummer, when it was my privilege to play the fiddle from Morris side, amongst the stones in Avebury. Now, you may think that's a perfectly prosaic thing to do, but there's a little bit where the squire says, let's get everyone joining in. Now, if you're at all immersed in folklore, you may ask yourself, is it wise to ask and invite whomever and whatever to dance with you among the stones on midsummer? It's a brave man, our squire. You come with sticks and bells every midsummer, and maybe when the plough is dressed, I'll do that again. Thank you. You come with sticks and bells every midsummer, maybe when the plough is dressed. Oh, you dance the question and the music answers, Black Joke and the cuckoo's nest. You say come one, come all, you take such chances, you never know who joins in. Oh, you ask no names of us, join your dances, squire nods and the tune begins. Come away, my beauty, we are like the roses wild. Come away, my beauty, I'll be just for the mortal child. If we want you gone from here, for any reason, your feet will hit the road and away I'll go. Oh, if we like you, we may keep you for a season, or as long as we wish it so. Come away, my beauty, we are like the roses wild. Come away, my beauty, I'll be just for the mortal child. You think you know our ways, but you know nothing. We didn't tell you first. You walk our Holloways, not always singing. There was a time your kind were better versed. Golden green and the park inviting, where the leaves meet overhead. You come with sticks and bells, all eyes delighting. Come dance with us instead. Come away, my beauty, we are like the roses wild. Come away, my beauty, I'll be just for the mortal child. Come away, my beauty, we are like the roses wild. Come away, my beauty, I'll be just for the mortal child. Follow us down the green Holloway. Take care what wish you made today. Follow us down, follow us down. I promised you silly and sweet and story. Still leaning with a story. Some of you will be familiar with the tale of Tam Lin and the various forms of it, and how Janet had to watch for the colours of the horses, which as a teenage horse girl, colours of horses was, believe me, what I was all about. And it's that time of year when we see the hawthorn with all its berries going red, and we see the elderberries, and they're full of their berries, which are really good for sore throats if you make cordial. The hawthorn is very, very full with folklore. I'm not the hawthorn, as they say. If you would safeguard your child, I'm not the hawthorn. If you would be unbeguiled, I'm not the hawthorn. If a would see. I'm not the hawthorn, for it is a fairy tree. Hips and haws may swell your stores against the worst of winter, strongest in those autumns that predict your coming cold. Brighter than the blood you shed when briar pierced your finger, dearer far than rubies when the leaves are turning gold. Not the black, not the brown, over-hooded rider down. Not the brown, not the bay. Fix your eyes on the dapple grey. Fix your eyes on the dapple grey. Not the brown and not the bay. Kirtle well your russet gown. You'd wear the hawthorn scarlet crown. The hawthorn scarlet crown. In the cuckoo bids the rhymer 7 years the losing. The marriage torch, the wedding crown, the scent where death has been. Bread and cheese and blossom wine, the trysting and the choosing. Christmas morning may spring as a gift from queen to queen. Not the black, not the brown, over-hooded rider down. Not the brown, not the bay. Fix your eyes on the dapple grey. Fix your eyes on the dapple grey. Not the brown and not the bay. Kirtle well your russet gown. You'd wear the hawthorn scarlet crown. I'm not the hawthorn if your heart requires ease. I'm not the hawthorn that grows there constantly. I'm not the hawthorn if a long life you would see. I'm not the hawthorn, for it is a fairy tree. Not the black, not the brown, over-hooded rider down. Not the brown, not the bay. Fix your eyes on the dapple grey. Not the brown, not the bay. Fix your eyes on the dapple grey. Count the horses, let them be, and I'm not the hawthorn tree. I'm going to go off piece with my set list for those who are watching with the set list anywhere near them. Because I think we could do something a little bit lighter and sillier. Now, I know there's been a sort of a festival thing all through Old Town today, which was originally it was the Sausage and Ale Trail some years ago, and now it's the Old Town
Food Festival.
Old Town Food Festival. Okay. Well, if you're going to have sausages in a bun, then you're going to have a bit of bacon as well. So let's have a song about bacon that's not really about bacon. I think the Starbucks logo looks like a woman who's wearing 2 big bits of streaky bacon on her head. And she has clearly just been baking. She's holding out 2 hands with great big oven gloves on. They're much too big for her, but they might have been a present from a friend who has a thing about fish she really, really likes, because no, seriously, those oven gloves are weird. And she's obviously delighted because she's smiling. Who are we to judge? May every single pair of oven gloves we give be received with as much joy and worn with as much pride, however weird they are. And may we put on our tiaras if we're baking, if we want to, because where's the harm? And if the best way we can summon up the energy to carry out the business of the day and put a smile upon our face by the way of charcuterie, or la coiffure, then like the woman in the logo, wear your bacon proudly. And who are we to judge? I have to break it to you. I'm going to sing that again, but with actions. Leastways, I'll be playing the guitar, so I need you to do the actions. So, bacon. The wiggly hair, you all know the logo, don't you, right? The wiggly hair. I'm not going to point out friends of mine who happen to have beautiful long wiggly hair, because that would be mean, but some of you do. No, that would be mean. Anyway, bacon, right? Tiara, that's easy. Yeah, tiara. So we've got tiara, bacon, oven gloves. Yeah? They'll tell you it's a mermaid with two tails or some such rubbish. But, you know better now, right? It's oven gloves. She's baking, and she's got these, well, there we go. Anyway, what else? Baking, all right? So you've got your cake batter under your arm, and don't confuse your baking with your bacon, because if you confuse your baking with your bacon, you've got cake batter on your head and it's not a good look. Right? Don't do that. Don't. Because in this heat, it'll cook, and then where will we be? Running a cake shop. So, I think that we're okay on that. Bacon, tiara, baking, oven gloves. You've all got your hands in your laps. I'm going to be doing this on my own and back to the guitar very quickly. And it'll be a mess. But still, I think let's take it nice and slow to begin with. Starbucks logo looks like a woman who's wearing two big bits of streaky bacon on her head. Very good. And she has clearly just been baking. She's holding her two hands with great big oven gloves on. They're much too big for her. She's got really small hands. But they might have been a present from a friend who wants a thing about fish who she really, really likes, because no, seriously, those oven gloves are weird. And she's obviously delighted. She's smiling. Who are we to judge? May every single pair of oven gloves we get be received with as much joy, worn with as much pride, however weird they are. And may we put on our tiaras for baking if we want to, because where's the harm? And if the best way we can, deep breath, got it. Someone of the engine carry the business today, but it's one of our faces where the charcuterie or la coiffure. Alors, then like the woman in the logo, wear your bacon proudly. And who are we to judge? In a seamless segue from bacon to bread. I'm sure some of you have made bread before now, possibly even before the COVID apocalypse when everybody was making bread. Anyhow, so this is a bread making shanty because I felt the world needed a bread making shanty. So that means it's kind of got joiny bits. So if you want to join in, please join in. I know some of you have brought your handicraft, which is lovely, and if any of you have brought your baking and you want to just get that out and need it on the table, I'm sure Ed won't mind, that'll be fine too.
Perfect proving weather.
Absolutely. When all that's in your cupboard is a single bag of flour, bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame, the antidote to hunger still lies well within your power. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. If you haven't any yeast to hand, a sourdough is good. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. A cup or two of water and a fire and some wood. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. If you haven't any yeast to hand, a sourdough is good. A cup or two of water and a fire and some wood. Bread, rice, butter, come, stone grind, river run, barley brew and honey sweet. Boil the kettle and roast the meat. Hearth, hold the flame, hearth, hold the flame. Salt if you can spare it, and that's all the bread will ask. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. Knead until it's good and lithe, and most cathartic task. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. Set beneath the clean down cloth and turn to other chores. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. Elizabeth says the bread takes time, but the time need not be yours. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. Set beneath the clean down cloth and turn to other chores. Elizabeth says the bread takes time, but the time need not be yours. Bread, rice, butter, come, stone grind, river run, barley brew and honey sweet. Boil the kettle and roast the meat. Hearth, hold the flame, hearth, hold the flame. When the dough has doubled, knock it back and knead again. Bread, rice, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. Shape it to your purpose and it's good for baking then. Bread, rise, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. A second rise is good, but not essential, I have found. Bread, rise, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. Bake hot until you tap the base and hear a hollow sound. Bread, rise, butter, come, hearth, hold the flame. A second rise is good, but not essential, I have found. Bake hot until you tap the base and hear a hollow sound. Bread, rise, butter, come, stone grind, river run, barley brew and honey sweet. Boil the kettle and roast the meat. Hearth, hold the flame, hearth, hold the flame. So have you grain and stone and water? Have you fire? Have you air? Then you and your bread may breathe a while, for the wild yeast is there. Have you grain and stone and water? Have you fire? Have you air? Then you and your bread may breathe a while with the wild yeast. Bread, rise, butter, come, stone grind, river run, barley brew and honey sweet. Boil the kettle and roast the meat. Hearth, hold the flame, hearth, hold the flame.
Try that.
So this year and last year, in fact, it was my pleasure to go to the Bradford-on-Avon Green Man Festival, which is huge fun. Lots of folk dancing, lots of stalls, lots of colourful things. And they make a giant Jack in the Green on a frame, and they wind ivy and plants and things all around it, and they parade it through the streets and in and out of the dances and so on. They make a Jill in the green as well. But when I saw it, I remember turning and saying to my daughter, why have they gone for Jill in the green and not Jenny in the green? Because that seemed to me the more obvious name. And those of you who know my Corn Jenny song will be unsurprised to find that Corn Jenny had a daughter. Jenny in the green, Jenny in the wild, the green man's lover or the green man's child. Jenny in the leaf, Jenny in the rose, you'll find Jenny anywhere any green thing grows. Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green. Jenny in the green will take your hand, you'll be dancing where you stand. When the ragged crow has landed, we'll have spring. Jenny in the green will call your name, she has never been tame. Every ragged crow is safe beneath her wings. Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green. Jenny in the green, your heart's sincere, she says the path ahead is clear, and she'll give this errand cheer the gentlest scolding. Jenny in the green will kiss your eyes, she's as tender as she's wise, and when the broken winter cries, she's there to hold him. Sing Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the wild, green man's mother or the green man's child. Jenny has a wit, Jenny has will, Jenny rides over white horse hill. Jenny in the plane, Jenny in the plough, Jenny in the orchard, Jenny on the bough. Jenny in the green will take your hand, she is the lady and the land. Jenny in the moss on the hidden rock, Jenny in the dandelion flock. Jenny in the green will call your name, you have been called, you have been claimed by Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the green, green Jenny, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the green, Jenny in the wild, green man's lover or the green man's child. Jenny in the leaf, Jenny in the corn, she's been singing since the world was born. could proof bread up here and probably make it too. Right. Well, so we've had grain and we've had the green. So let's move our hearts a little to a nearby farm where the hay is due to be brought in. And the weather forecast says you're good for 5 days, so it's great, it's all fine, plenty of time. And then the weather forecast changes. So it's all hands on deck. The word goes out to all the friends, all the associates and colleagues, and everybody comes and gives a hand to bring in the last of the hay before the weather breaks. This was a bunch of us who were there a handful of years ago. And bringing the last of the hay into the farmyard, singing as we did so, was something people have done for hundreds of years, and it was like holding hands with the past. Half the harvest under cover, half the barn stacked 5 bales high. What remains lies 2 fields over, underneath clear bright sky. Gather in the fees and favours, gather in the helping hands, gather all for winter's keeping. Who are we if not the land's? Weather patterns change so quickly. Yesterday 'twas 5 days clear. Cotton bale, a gracious plenty, hope and faith for 1 more year. So gather in the willing workers, gather in the strong of arm, gather all for winter's keeping, hand fast to the working farm. So lift the bale and fill the trailer 1 more time, and sing the last with songs of longing, love and wonder, reaching out to touch the past. And gather in the last hay standing, gather in the weary friends, gather all for winter's keeping, bring a harvest home while summer ends, and gather in the fees and favours, gather in the helping hands, gather all for winter's keeping. Who are we if not the lands? So from a song about the land, not very far from here in Wiltshire, to a song about an aspect of the land really quite a long way away in Chicago, where many years ago the rain and the salt that they laid down against the frost, and the other chemicals going around, oozed down from the road above to an underpass and made a shape on the wall which people thought looked a little like their idea of Mary. It's a shape on the wall made of salt and rust. It was also a shrine because people made it a shrine, and they bought gifts, they brought candles, and they taped things to the wall, prayers and poems and wishes and hopes. Whatever your faith or none. So this is a song called Underpass Mary, about what we make sacred. Underpass Mary's no longer gone. She was once simply salt stains and rust. Faith can work wonders, and now that's her job. Ever patient, she does what she must. Daily they bring her their whispers and fears, the skeptics, the hopeful, the proud. A strong faith or weak faith or no faith at all, and she does what she can for the crowd, and she gives them what comfort's allowed. Underpass Mary knows time's against her. When the rain chooses to wash her away, she'll just dissolve like a marshmallow icon. Salt stains and rust inspire no one to pray. No candles for Mary today. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Salt stains and rust. Underpass Mary's not long been a god. She was once simply rust stains and salt, but they saw the shape of her, gave her a name, and she quickened with each gift they brought. Wishes and candles and rivers and tears, she can't help them all, but she'll try. And when seasonal weather brings seasonal fears, and as hurricane season comes by, her faithful keep watch on the sky. Underpass Mary shoulders her godhood, deity costs her all she can pay. When the Roman chooses to reclaim her altar, salt stains and rust will be washed clean away. Underpass Mary knows time's against her. When the rain chooses to wash her away, she'll just dissolve like a marshmallow icon. Salt stains and rust inspire no one to pray. No candles for Mary today. No candles for Underpass Mary today. Ooh, ooh, Underpass Mary's not long been a god. Underpass Mary's not long been a god. Underpass Mary's not long been a god. I'm so all to pot on my set list now, and I have a horrible feeling that might make a difference to my guitar. Or it might not, I don't know. Okay. Oh, that one. Okay. Well, are you feeling brave? Am I feeling brave? Let's find out. I've talked about story songs, and I do like a bit of folklore, and I do like looking behind a fairy tale, the cracks in between, what happens, what if it was this way round, what if it was that way round, what if it finished differently, what if it started differently, and what if it middled differently as well, damn it, because there are things that the stories leave out. Any of you know the story about the two sisters? One sister, she's probably the youngest and she's probably blonde because that's how these things go. She's in love with somebody, and her older sister is in love with the same person, so the older sister pushes the younger sister in and drowns her, because that'll help. And then the next thing we know is there's a harp made of bones with hair for strings that sings the story of what happened. Now, I don't want to get too gruesome, but I kind of do. It's a gruesome story. There's a bit in the middle, excuse me, she's floating down the river, she's a harp. Doesn't anybody think that in between there's a bit of a story where somebody who's a little bit disturbed and has a very particular skill set has got involved here? I mean, so I call this song The Butcher's Daughter. I mean, she's not a killer. She hasn't killed anybody. She doesn't hurt anybody. She's just having her lovely time. Yes. I pulled you from the water, cold as stone, cold as stone, where the river shallowed out below the ford, and your eyes were blue and open, pale as bone, pale as bone, and you dressed up as fine as any lord. Oh, I think that someone pushed you, cold as stone, cold as stone, held you under while you struggled to find bread, for no other mark upon you, pale as bone, pale as bone, that I find to blame for your untimely death. And oh, the bonny broom, and oh, the bonny swans, your bonny eyes were blue, love, now your bonny eyes are gone. Was it jealousy betrayed you, cold as stone, cold as stone? Was it rival, was it brother, was it friend, who let you go when you stopped moving, cold and bone, cold as bone, left you drowned and drifting round the river's bend, singing whoa, oh, the bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom. You can do that bit again, you can join with me if you like, singing whoa, oh, the bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom. Here's the saw I used to cut you, cold as stone, cold as stone. The small blades and the sharpest blade apart, till you joined me in my singing, cold as bone, cold as bone, rewarding me for all my skill and all my art, singing whoa, oh, the bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom, singing whoa, oh, the bonny, bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom. Now the flesh of you I buried, cold as stone, cold as stone. The name you wore, forgotten, lost and gone. Oh, I sold your belt and dagger, and I sold your golden rings, but I kept your lovely bones, dear, and I kept your song, singing whoa, oh, the bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom, singing whoa, oh, the bonny, bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom. Foundling love, how you were cherished, cold as stone, cold as stone. Our tale as sweet as Orpheus would sing, as we ride the road together, pale as bone, pale as bone. And my love's heart with 27 strings. And oh, my love, I sang beside your grave, I covered all with stones. No, my love, I kept what I could use of you to make me a heart of bones. And oh, my love, my drowned and bonny dear, was ever love so true? No, my love, was never such a heart as I made of the bones of you, singing whoa, oh, the bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom, singing whoa, oh, the bonny, bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom, singing whoa, oh, the bonny swans, whoa, the bonny broom, singing whoa, oh, the bonny, bonny swans. bonny, bonny, bonny broom. Couple more and then I think we're going to break for an interview. Right. Okay. Well, I looked at my set list today and I have no one to blame for this but me, and I thought, it's all the big songs, isn't it? It's all the big, noisy, stompy, chuck your voice up there songs. And whose fault is that, Talis? That would be yours. Well, I've mentioned Tamlin. You're familiar, I think, hopefully, with the story of Tamlin. The fairy queen has kidnapped her love, and Janet has to go and pull him down off the proper horse and take him home away safe for their happy ever after. We assume there's a happy ever after. We hope there's a happy ever after. But there might not be, because stories are tricksy and they change. They change at the start and they change at the end and they change in the middle too. Now what if Janet takes her beloved home? And it's not quite as, well, I mean, he's a bit, I nicked the tune for this one. Now Tim's come home from the fairy realm, and it's thanks to his good wife Jenny. She's found the flaw in the fake queen's spell, and it cost her much and many. Now Tim's feet up in his chair at home. It's Jenny who does the cleaning, the marketing. She's on her way past the crows in the cleaning. And Timmy hollers for one more beer. He's wondering where she's got to. He left his clothes on the floor again. He hasn't the good sense not to. He could have washed up and cleaned the sink, cooked her a nice hot supper, but he's no great shakes at the cooking and such. He isn't the best washer-upper. Now Jenny comes home, there's a heck of a row. She's tired of his behaviour. If the queen was by for a second ago, says I reckon she done me a favour. If the cook and clean till my hands are raw, he sits around here drinking. I reckon I was better off on my own. That's as far as I'm thinking. Now Jenny goes out to the garden gate with a supper of bread and honey. She says, oh, you queen, you can have him back. I'm actually not being funny. And suddenly there's the fairy queen, all glowing guile and glamour. The sight of her knocks Jenny down, like her heart's been hit with a hammer. The queen says, well now, isn't that sad? After all the trouble you went to, you held on tight, you held on fast. Look at where it's got you. I'd be lying if I said I was tempted here. He sounds like a right old handful, but when I got an idea you might like more, I'll put it to you plain and simple. Cause you beat me fair and square last time with your calm, clever thinking. There's an empty saddle on me double grey mare. Say will he vault into his drinking? Jenny has wit and Jenny has will. Jenny has a certain something. Oh, you look fine on me double grey mare. Girl, she's yours for the riding. And Jenny has a wit and Jenny has a will. Jenny has a certain something. Oh, the choice shall be your own to make, but the door to the hill is closing. I said the door to the hill is closing. Now Tim's gone out to the garden gate to see what's come of Jenny. He hears two women laughing soft, and then he doesn't hear any. Oh, Jenny's rode out by the old mill house, only the cats to see her. And Jenny's rode out by the nettle path, grows in the line of poplar, and Jenny's rode out by the standing stones. Jenny's rode out so merry, and the moon shone silver on her hair. Jenny chose and Jenny dared, didn't she suit that dapple grey mare? As she followed the Queen into Fairy. Woo! I call that a happy ending. So now there's a lot of you who are familiar faces to me. Thank you so much for coming. And I think for some of you, this is the first time you've been to the Tuppenny. Is that right? Yeah?
Disgraceful.
No, we're glad they're here. We're glad they're here. Ed here and his team put on a lot of music all through Swindon at different venues, but here and the Hop, especially, there is always music. And look, there's a stage and a sound thing, and it's all. This is where the live music is in Swindon. So thank you so much, Ed, and your lovely team. The welcome we had from Maya was just gorgeous. When we came, and we was like, okay, we're here, you know. So it's all good. So I'll do yeah. Oh, but before I do the last one for this set, and then we have a little interval. You know, go to the loo, have a bit of fresh air, get another drink, chat to each other, all of that. If you found my songs enjoyable, if you found my songs enjoyable, if you found my songs enjoyable, there's some things that you can try. Come and find me on the socials. I'm just signing up to Blue Sky actually now as well. Sign up to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends and spread the word a bit. Plus, I've CDs you can buy.
Or put some money in the tip jar.
Oh yeah, that too.
That's there behind you.
Oh, it's there. There's a tip jar. It looks like a dimpled pint glass. It's a tip jar in disguise. There we go. Everything's beautiful under the sky. You'll ask where we're going, you won't ask me why. Here on the chalk, with your arms close around me, as the day closes, we'll kiss the sun down. Kiss the sun down. Teaseland's Cornflower Company keeping the first and the last cups of summer are steeping inside half Sabrina with her arms close around me. As the day closes, we'll kiss the sun down. Kiss the sun down, kiss the sun down. By the bee and the buzzard and the bride we are bound. Let joy be the gift and the hope and the crown. As the day closes, we'll kiss the sun down. Sharing old songs as we walk hand in hand, reclaiming the journey and singing the land. Homeward and happy, your arms close around me. As the day closes, we'll kiss the sun down. Kiss the sun down, kiss the sun down. By the bee and the buzzard and the bride we are bound. Let joy be the gift and the hope and the crown. As the day closes, we'll kiss the sun down, kiss the sun down. Planet is turning. All of life's lessons we're joyfully learning. Solstice to solstice, thankful you found me. As the day closes, we'll kiss the sun down. And the hope and the crown. As the day closes, we'll kiss the sun down, kiss the sun down, kiss the sun down, kiss the sun down, kiss the sun. Thank you very much. The glasses, acquaint yourself with the tip jar if you're enjoying the songs, and I'll see you in about 10-15?
15 or so, yeah.
Lovely job, thank you so much.